All right, so the hip hinge progression here, guys. First one's the simplest one here on all fours, sitting butt back and hinging in this controlled environment. And then we'll progress to using the bar, putting pressure from the bar just along the spine and driving butt back to kind of promote that hip hinge position instead of just loading into your quads. And then from there, we want to load it up. So we'll go back to the very first one on all fours, but we'll introduce a load from the resistance band into it. And progression from that is we'll do it loaded, standing on all fours. So using the bands are a great technique to be able to load the hip hinge and kind of reproduce that motor pattern of proper lifting mechanics and using your glutes as the powerhouse. All right, so we're progressing the hip hinge with load here. First one using the kettlebell progression from the last video, using the weight, and it's dropping straight down towards our ankles. Notice butt goes back first and neutral spine. And here's just a great progression from double leg to single leg. And pelvis, big cue for this one, pelvis should stay, like both those front hip bones should stay facing forward so you're not rotating your hips away from the leg that's driving backwards. The foam roll is a great tool for keeping you in line and loading into that stance leg glute. And then this is the final progression for it, is just the single arm deadlift or golfer's pickup here. Great way to load any posterior chain exercise here. Okay, so 4 great thoracic spine mobility exercises here. First one, just a rotational exercise, but the big key is creating tension through the whole system. So from fingertip to fingertip and stretching out as long as you can and breathing in that end range. Same one here. We're doing the overhead press, already positioned in thoracic extension here. And same thing again. The big key is breathing and keeping the ribs down and towards your pelvis for all these motions. The Sphinx position here, you're driving up through your arms but driving chest down forward towards the ground. So you should feel it right through mid-back, in between your shoulder blades, along your spine. Last one here is kind of a fun one with a partner. Biceps kind of up near your ears, and you're trying to reach up and drive chest forward and kind of up towards the ceiling to get that extension or arch kind of in there mid-back in that overhead position. So it's specific to that overhead position.